everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode where we discuss latest trends, developments, and future prospects. Joining us today is a distinguished guest who has made significant contributions to real estate. Please welcome Mr. Shekar Reddy, the brains behind CSR Estates, former National President of CREDAI, Vice Chairman of IGBC Hyderabad, and former Chairman of CII Telangana. Hello, sir. Thank you for joining us today. Your career achievements, they truly demonstrate your experience and expertise in the real estate industry, and your commitment to sustainability has been a priority since the beginning. Also, you recently assumed charge as the Vice Chairman of IGBC. So I wanted to understand what is the importance of green building movement, how it is the need of the hour today.
This IGBC, Indian Green Building Council, is a part of the CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. So our leaders, with a vision, they started Center of Excellences. This Center of Excellences started about 2 decades back. This is on sustainability. So those days nobody spoken about sustainability, but our leadership vision, and at the same time, during the visit of the President of USA to Hyderabad, so our state was also interested to start something. So they have given this land, state has given this land to the IGBC, and they encouraged us, and the Godrej family has come forward to fund this. So this center is doing extremely well, and this building where we are sitting is the first platinum rated building outside US, 20 years back when we constructed this. And for the last few years, we have made it net zero energy also. So we produce electricity. Whatever we are using here, we have solar panels here. We produce our own energy. So, and it's a great story to tell. When we started, we have taken the help of the US agency for the rating system. So thereafter, looking after our own climate, different zones in India, our own team, IGBC team, started developing ratings. Generally, many countries have few ratings depending on the use of the built-up space. But our team went ahead. They have done about 32 ratings so far they have developed. In each rating, that particular sector, suppose hospital rating, the people involved in the hospital sector, the promoters, the consultants, so everybody, manufacturers of the various equipment, everybody is involved in preparing the rating system. Data centers, similarly, IT sector or metro. So for every sector, there is a committee. And time to time they review also. It's like that they have developed 32 ratings, and which is the largest number globally. And also when we started this building, we imported our all building material, green material. That time the building has costed about 18% more. But over a period of time, the IGBC has encouraged Indian manufacturers, and as in today, about 8,300 Green Pro products are certified by IGBC. The Green Pro certification is given in a collaboration with the international certifying agencies. So this is the biggest achievement I can say. And as in today, we have registered projects of about 13,300 projects across the country, which consist about 11.65 billion square foot green footprint is registered with us, which is the second largest globally. So probably next 2-3 years we'll be the global leaders, and the credit goes to all stakeholders, whether the developers, corporate companies, manufacturers, government of India. Various state governments are extending huge incentives to encourage the sustainability, green rated projects. And similarly, at the same time, IGBC team, we have one of the best team I can say globally. A good number of the highly qualified people are there in energy, water, materials, and various fields they represent here, and they are not only do the consultancy, they are going globally also, even to the developed countries also. They are extending their services, particularly on energy auditing part of it. And this is what I think, whatever we have achieved last 20 years, is, in my view, is only a fraction. The we built up our infrastructure, the ratings, the material, and also we have for the company entire processing also we do the rating. It's called a green co. That's also picking up. So this all we built up all the standards, infrastructure, manpower. We almost trained about 7,000 odd accredited professionals. So they are the consultant, they do this IGBC rating system, and I think they guide the promoters. And many awareness programs we are doing. One is at the children level, Green Your School. We do every year a nationwide competition among the schools. Several hundred schools they participate. Out of the box innovation, children they come up with their concept. So winners we fund them. We'll ask them to execute that project in their school. This is successfully last 15-18 years we are doing this. We have a competition among the architects to encourage them. We have started one IGL, Indian Green League. There's a competition at the state level, at the national level. And at the end of that competition, we send them abroad also to show them best practices. And not only that, we do have about 400 plus architecture and engineering colleges as student chapters. We interact with them regularly, and we have developed a green education course which is certified by the AICTE, and now that has become part of the syllabus of the various universities. So that is also doing well, and we also do training, free training to the faculty of various colleges to know them about the to teach their students about the sustainability. And we do have almost day-to-day various educational seminars, workshops on building materials, and various topics. We do have about 29 chapters across the country. Hyderabad is one chapter. So everybody is working voluntarily. This is a movement. Everybody is working. Most of the senior architects in the country, they are active. Developers, they are active. Even manufacturers also, they are active in these chapters. Overall, as I can say, we have reached a stage now. In coming years, we need to multiply, and by 2047, today our target is 11 billion. By 2047, so we want to become a 50 billion square foot green footprint to reach the Government of India goal of 2070, the carbon free, net zero carbon. So that agenda, if you want to reach, unless we multiply ourselves, and we are already requesting some of the associations like CREDAI to differentiate their developers from other developers. Why don't you make it IGBC certification, the rating system as a mandatory for the developer members, but at least for certain projects, about 1 lakh square foot, something like that. So that when they make it mandatory, the footprint will increase. The goal of the net zero carbon we can reach. And we are asking some of the state governments, even our state, Telangana state government also, they are they are also agreeing to our proposal of making it mandatory. Certain projects, not everybody, certain projects, at least we are not talking with, we have 4 ratings, platinum, gold, silver, and certification. At least certification level, make it mandatory and try to give more incentives. Suppose to encourage the demand from the buyer side, why don't they extend some property tax exemption? So some states are giving, for the developers to encourage to take it up. Some states are giving 10% built up, additional built up area. Some other states are giving, well, the permission charges, certain percentage they are giving exemption. So every state is coming forward, and the organizations, the departments like railways, they are going in a big way. In entire, they are converting their existing railway stations into the platinum or gold rating. Their hospitals, schools, and the workshops also. They are as a stakeholder, they are doing in a big way. Like that, most of the IT companies also across the country, they are taking up. And I have seen the moment any developer takes up this rating, maybe 10 years back, 15 years back, next all his projects, whether 15, 20 projects, they are without any force from our side. Voluntarily they are coming forward because they are seeing the benefits of this.
So all the initiatives and efforts that you've mentioned, they point towards the rising popularity of conscious consumerism, and they further hint towards the rising demand for sustainability. How do you think real estate is responding to all of this?
No, real estate generally goes on the how the public demand. Public demand is one. Then whenever we construct any project, generally we do study what type of the budget the local people are having. See, I can't construct the project which is successful in Hyderabad. I can't go to tier 2, tier 3. No. So it's all paying capacity and what type of loans they get, what is their salary levels. We all depending on that we look for those projects in that particular locality. It varies from location to location in a particular city also. And now in Indian market, for the last 2 decades, there is a very healthy competition. Very, very healthy competition, and our developers are very well exposed to what are the best practices happening globally. For example, in CREDAI also, we do every year one convention at the international level to know the best practices, and at the national level also, about whichever the states, we do regional conferences. I was also past National President of CREDAI and one of the founding Vice President of CREDAI. So CREDAI also help the developers to expose themselves, and we have a very good network to exchange our best practices ourselves. And that is one, the healthy competition, and many architects have become in India also seniors, very knowledgeable. They got global experience and exposure, and some of the developers also getting the consultancy, global consultancy also. So in the Indian now, see the Indian real estate scenario, if they see the quality and the specification, the way amenities, the way we are constructing our gated communities or integrated township, far better than any country. Even the clubhouse what we are giving is at the 7-star level. And the builders among the competition, among the developers, healthy competition, trying to bring in every project something new. So when we started this also, IGBC rating, first we approached CAA being an industry association, we approached our corporate members to take it up. So initially our concentration was on the corporate houses. They are taken up in a big way because generally whenever they construct, they do high-end office space. So for them it's not a additional expenditure. So then when we targeted some of the manufacturing units, big corporate companies, then IT companies. Lastly, we come to residential. So by the time awareness is there, and it's only awareness part for any builder, the cost is almost not much, maybe 1.5%, depending on what type of product he is constructing. So if the luxury side, it's not a big difference in the cost wise. And everybody want to, it's in India, generally if you see people stay for the status, they go for a big car or a big house, something like that. But now what I feel is we need to bring a culture in the society, safeguarding the environment, natural resources is also a status. Because I am contributing something to the society. So that itself is a status. So that is how we are speaking also to many people. So it's not that important whether you have imported furniture inside, but why don't you go for a green building, which won't cost that much. It's a nominal cost. It's awareness. Once we tell them, once we give a feasibility, they're all everybody is going. In fact, I can tell you, first of its kind, during the international days, Earth Day, Habitat Day, or Environment Day, we started a Green Crusaders program, wherein one single day, we request all the developers to come forward to register. So first edition I got 30 projects registered in a single day. Second edition I got 38 projects. Third edition about 50 projects. Fourth edition I got 80 projects. You know, so it's only by requesting, telling them these are the benefits, these are the things, and you can also impress your clients. Purchasers, prospective purchasers also, you can tell them these are the advantages. So suppose somebody is saving 1,500, 2,000 rupees, the maintenance cost every month in their apartment, it's a saving. And your quality of air is good. Suppose most probably some developers may sell at premium, some developers may give it same cost. So, but these are the advantages. Your sickness, the house, it comes down. Your health point of view, so it's good. So we generally, basically, what we encourage here, the architects and everybody is, when we are planning any dwelling in it, you should have natural daylight. Every room, even including toilet, kitchen. Second thing is your air circulation. This is the fundamental things. And these are not new to our Indian culture. In the olden days, our ancestors also, that central courtyard, that type of houses, people used to construct. The temperature or the air quality or light, whatever is outside, is almost is inside the house also. So nothing different, and they're all net zero energy houses. No energy was required there, those houses. No, so now we are also going to those net zero energy, net zero solid waste, net zero liquid. So those ratings also we have developed now. So we are also going to that. So there's not a the consumers always they look for a good product. What is good for them, and everybody would like to have something better than the earlier whatever the house was there, apartment was there, better than that. Whether they were rented house or whatever is there, or their friends or relatives, they look for a better house. So I think consumers also responding very positively. There is no hardship in this, and generally it is only education. That's all, awareness and education. The property show is meant for that. And we during the property show also, several weeks before that, we are doing a lot of publicity, awareness programs in various electronic media, print media, social media, various options, whatever is available we are doing during the exhibition to encourage the children also to know about this. Last time we had a very good participation, about 400 families participated in the painting competition. We do a lot of competitions during the year in the IGBC. So consumers are very happy and they are willing to take it up. Anything good comes their way.
So you mentioned that supporting green buildings is part of maintaining status nowadays for Indian residents. It feels like you're contributing for the all over good. So how do you feel low density housing, the concept is rising here, like how it is making difference?
Earlier decades we had low density housing, but when the migration taking place to all the metro cities, so the land cost is going very high. We cannot afford low-rise dwelling units, very difficult. That is the reason people are going. Earlier, for 2 decades back here, we used to go only 5 floors. Now, from 2006 onwards, we have a out-of-the-box building regulations here. We don't have FSI, particularly in Telangana. So many people now, because of the latest technology, construction technology is available, fast construction is available. So people are adopting technology and going for a vertical buildings, 30 floors, 40 floors, people are going. And there the land cost will come down. So that's how we are in a position to give world-class product with facilities like a 7-star facilities of clubhouse to a middle-class people. Or even the luxury the apartments also. So we are now new generation, they are not opting for the standalone buildings. They want all these facilities. The modern, all amenities, that you call a gym or swimming pool, all indoor facilities, outdoor facilities, they are willing to pay premium for that also. So that is one. Second thing is, yes, low rise part of it in villas Yes, there is a huge demand villas, but somebody has to sacrifice, somebody has to go a little bit away. If whichever the city you are targeting, if the infrastructure is good, roads are good, people are going. In Hyderabad also, there is a huge demand for the independent houses. It's picking up very well. Even tier 2 towns are doing well in villas. There the land cost comparatively less. But Hyderabad or other cities also, the periphery of the city is taking up. See, there is again a segment. See here, the in India, if you see 20 years back, 30 years back, and now, the many opportunities, because of many opportunities, startup companies or IT sector, or some innovation in any sector. So that has made many people richer. They have made huge money. Or the NRIs segment across the globe, they are well off. So you cannot, we never imagine that people will construct about 15,000 square feet apartment, 12,000 square feet, 10,000, 8,000, 6,000 square feet each apartment. That type of projects are doing well in Hyderabad because of the affordability. Certain segment, certain percentage, minimum percentage of the society they can afford to buy. Or people who are staying in independent houses, they want more of secured thing, all amenities, and maintenance should be done by somebody else. Why should I do my own independent house? They are selling that and shifting to a gated community one. So that segment is also there, and middle class segment is also doing well. Only thing is where the affordable segment is there, or economically weaker section is there, I think government need to step in a big way. So that is where I feel we are not doing justice. The government of India now and then coming with some policies, but they are not enough. See, now we are doing most of the lands across the country to attract more investments. We are giving huge parcels of land to the big corporate companies at a reasonable price. Similarly, I think local government or government of India need to earmark certain land parcels within every city, every agglomeration for the EIG and LIG and even middle class also, because now today the land component in the apartment costs about 40 to 50%. So unless otherwise we bring down the land component, how it's possible? Only by by only the source is government. Whether it is a lease or sale, the land component cost, if they reduce, then affordable housing is possible. I think that is where my worry also. So when we are could able to give to attract investment with the big landlord, big industries, why not to the unaffordable segment of the society? Actually earlier, every state government used to have housing board, housing corporation to cater to these guys, but almost they are vanishing. So, and that is another reason. And not only that, I can still go further, whatever the issues are there. I don't know how the policy makers look at the real estate industry. They charge today, as and today, the government of India, state government, other departments, if you see from local body to state and government of India, about 1/3 of the value goes to as a tax. Different taxation. So in my view, for affordable housing, they should reduce to single digit all taxation. For a luxury or above middle class, it can be a maximum of 18%. And no, they should not charge GST. The government of India says one thing, one nation, one tax. But when they are implementing, it's not so. As far as the real estate is concerned, it's one nation, multiple taxation. There's a cascading effect of taxation is there on the real estate. I think the policy makers, the politicians have to realize that it's not a luxury, it is a shelter. Particularly affordable housing and LIG, MIG, EWS, they should not apply this GST to the apartments. When already the state is charging registration charges. That is more than enough. They should not come into this purview. They should get away from the purview of the real estate part of it. And on the raw material also, building material also, the taxation of some of the products as high 28%. It should come down to 5%. All the building material, it come down to 5%. So then only see when we can reduce the cost and we can give more supply and more number of the citizens will become eligible. Today, even after couple income, couple together working their income, their savings plus family support also, they could able to buy. You know, if without a family support, it's difficult. They have to go far off. So everything is because why the cost is going up is one is taxation, huge taxation. The other thing is the government. Some of the governments they are going in a wrong direction. We have been voicing this for the last 2 decades. That government should try to maintain the land prices. There should not be much inflation. But they themselves have become, trying to make that inflation by selling small portions of the land in open auction. So that's how government, they themselves are increasing the land prices in various states. It's not a healthy thing when they want to have a shelter for everybody. I think that cascading effect is there. That auction, whatever they are selling, some parcels in here and there in the city, that has a cascading effect. And I advised the policymakers not to do that. So they can they can adopt other methods of barter deal or a revenue sharing or a PPP model. Those are the better things than necessarily inflating the land prices. So that is also another reason the affordability is coming down for the Indian citizens. And also we have done so much in the ease of doing business, but still there is a lot to do ease of doing business. If they can cut down the process of NOCs by online, faceless transactions of the NOCs, no objection certificates and building permissions, and they can still reduce the cost. Today funds costs are very costly. The expenses are very high today, administrative expenses. So if your project is delayed by 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, the entire cost will be again put on to the ultimate purchaser. So government should come out. They should use the technology. The technology is available. So with the technology, any permission can be given, NOC can be given within few hours. See, government should market themselves to get the revenue also to the treasury. They should market. So they not borrow. Why they should borrow money for various schemes? So instead of giving after 6 months or 1 year permission, why don't you give upfront? Have a single window, something like that. Across the this is the time, 24 hours, 48 hours, we will give the sanction. So that will definitely we can reduce the cost also. So there are other many issues related to our industry.
So as you've mentioned that technology integration, it is rising these days, AI and other ML and other new technologies that they are gaining grounds. How do you feel it will reshape the future of real estate at the coming time, especially the residential sector?
No, basically one is quality will improve, speed of construction. Other things, maybe automation in the house, people are adopting. They can operate anywhere, home automation is also there, the communication part of it, the facilities part of it, everything, the labor component will come down by adopting technology. The labor component will come down, the cost also will come down. Suppose during the construction we are using now BIM. So because of BIM, there are a lot of advantages. Before the construction itself, we can see the 3D of that entire project, and a lot of wastage is coming down. We get a better understanding of the project for the people who are working there, and management also will have a control by using BIM. So many innovative things are coming. The wastage, whatever used to happen earlier, now it has cut down to 50%. So many things, sustainability, basically sustainability point of also, technology will help in a greater extent.
So as you've mentioned that technology, it is automating various real estate functions. Do you think advancements will result in the evolution of Hyderabad as a big real estate hub?
See, hub will be depending on the how your the all verticals, all sectors of the industry are doing well. So that depends, the employment generation and everything. The real estate is a byproduct. If the employment if the state is creating, if the Hyderabad suppose creating more and more employees, they need office space. And dependent services, they also need space, and then they also employees need housing and supporting system again. So definitely Hyderabad is all verticals, all sectors are doing extremely well. The real estate also doing very well, and the technology adoption is taking place here. For example, we are the second tallest buildings in India, So that shows the one is technology absorption. Second is the economic, prosperity of the city. See, when we went to about 10-15 years back to Shanghai, we have seen the lights during the night. Also, they switched on the lights in the multi-story buildings, tall buildings. We asked why you put on the lights. So that we are showcasing, we are capable of constructing this type of technology, and we are well here. We are flourishing, showcasing. So like that, Hyderabad is known globally now. Adoption of technology, tall buildings, IT, pharma, many things, bulk drugs, defense now. Defense is a new entrant. So we are doing very well, and even the healthcare also we are doing extremely well. Not only high-end health care, not only for the luxury people or rich people, for affordable segment also, because of insurance schemes, we are doing extremely well. The Hyderabad is extremely doing well, and government is also supporting with various schemes, like the metro is a backbone, is a spinal this thing for the city. So after the metro, before the metro, after the metro, if you see the Hyderabad, huge difference. People can seamlessly, they can travel one end to other end. So again, the new government again they are going for the expansion of the metro and the realign the metro. That shows the government interest in providing infrastructure. They have again planned new flyovers and a new elevated corridors. So they got the exemption from the defense ministry, and they are also looking for the RRR regional ring road. That also fund, the approvals are in place. So that is going to huge investment. And the chief minister's the pet scheme of the Musi river front. So that Musi riverfront is again one more milestone going to be in the history of the Hyderabad. And if the properly planned, if the at least half a dozen the landmark projects are going to come, people will forget the Singapore and they should come to Hyderabad. Now that is my vision, my dream. My chief minister's dream is also that. Our dream is also that such projects should come to Hyderabad. Musi, they had a lot of plans for that, and definitely will deliver it only the next 2-3 years. Hyderabad will change. The Musi riverfront is a prominent location. When you see the international airport and Musi, the location, and the high-tech city and financial district, Musi, the belt has more proximity to the city. And that will definitely attract highest investment, and that also Honorable CM is looking for the PPP model. There are huge players, big players globally. I think once that is decided, I think entire scenario will change, and whatever you are seeing today, you are on the top real estate, but it will multiply by 10 times. Hyderabad will multiply by 10 times, and the government is supporting, regularly upgrading the infrastructure. And water is not an issue in the state, and power is not an issue. Qualified manpower is there. We got best of the best, the institutions here, R&D institutions, or the engineering colleges, anything, manpower, and many people, if you see, are heading across the globe are from Hyderabad. That talent is there. So Hyderabad has its own brand. That brand consisting of several components. One is your cost of living is too low, and language is not a problem, and you get a lot of entertainment here. Facilities are there, hotels, many hotels are there, and variety of hotels, and everybody feels at home here. The biggest advantage is everybody feels at home here, and the educational institutions are there for children, for their parents. The best of the best hospitals are there here, and the language is not an issue here. So many advantages are there in Hyderabad, and people who are stepped into Hyderabad, they never went back. They settled here, they are very comfortable, and it's a welcoming city, and Hyderabad has its own brand, and the brand value is increasing year on year, and definitely I hope the other cities also should prosper, and it all depends on the government. They are doing, whichever government is there, they are definitely working for the benefit of the state. And this Chief Minister want to come out with a mega master plan for entire Telangana. So that is another the new thing. So you want to redefine, and you want to see the airport now. It is on the southern side of the city. You want to make that finally over a period of time. You should come in the center of the city. That means it's focusing more on south of the city. So you want to do a lot of projects, bring many projects to the south of the city. That is the proposed the pharma city, about 25,000 acres is there. There you want to bring in non-polluting industry, the sports, IT, education, hospitals, many things. You want to bring there. So his vision is there. I hope we are looking for a bright future for Hyderabad. And see, everybody looking for Hyderabad, see only one thing. See, they don't have any relation or affection here. The end product cost is less here. Whichever company, whichever manufacturing, IT guy, any sector, their end product is costing less in Hyderabad. That is the USP of Hyderabad. That is the reason all the global players are coming here. Another thing is, what I am telling, the brand Hyderabad is very peaceful city. Land order is perfect here. No disturbance, is perfectly suitable for anybody, any citizen. So even during our the crisis period also, partition of the state also, nobody touched the IT hub. Some discipline is here. Our government is doing extremely well. So these are the plus points. Every city should have it, and I am confident the Hyderabad will be evergreen destination for investments, and happy living here. People are very happy here. No disturbances. That is what ultimately people want it. So they can go anywhere globally, but this is the happiest city. Yeah, what I have seen is for the last 2-3 decades, people from the tier 2 cities, particularly district headquarters, for everything, for MRI, CT scan, they used to rush to Hyderabad. For any branded item they want to buy, they used to come to Hyderabad. For a good restaurant, they used to come to Hyderabad. Anything, any entertainment, for good healthcare, they used to come to Hyderabad. Schools also, they used to come to Hyderabad. But last 2 decades, there is huge improvement in the private sector in all the district headquarters or major towns. The corporate multi-speciality hospitals are coming, and a lot of what you call the branded items are sold there. The malls are coming, multiplexes are coming, very good restaurants are there. Even healthcare also at a very reasonable price they are giving. Branded schools are there, good number of colleges, everything, whatever is in Hyderabad, almost available, in tier 2 cities also, all district headquarters. This is a great improvement in the private sector. So, and the lifestyle also changed. There also the apartment culture has improved there. The villas, gated communities also improved in a big way. They are doing very well. They are doing, and the people are preferring there. And the mostly NRI funds also coming to tier 2 cities. And the most of these cities, the towns are they are hubs for education. The manufacturing is not doing very great there, but mostly the trading, education, healthcare, some trading only the people are doing, or some NRI funds. And because of the another thing is, if you see faster last decade, because of the smaller districts, you know, the 10 districts are made into about 30 plus districts, 33 districts. So that has changed a lot on the real estate pricing. Without not much of industrial activity or some other activity happening, the land price have gone up many folds, because earlier the headquarters, district headquarters used to be far away. Now the because a small district, the headquarters, district headquarters, from if you see the entire district, you can go around within 1 hour or 1.5 hours. So most of the villages, they feel our village is 15 minutes away, 30 minutes away. We are also part of the headquarters. So the land price have multiplied by many times. So that also become, no, people have become richer. You know, in Telangana that thing has happened, and many people, they are selling, you know, part of the land, they are going for, you know, new houses or good education or everything. You know, the per capita wealth has increased, I can say, in Telangana. That way they are happy, because over many decades the land value has not increased in villages. Nobody used to go. But the small districts, the impact is there on the land prices, and many people have become richer, and they are also coming to the metro cities also, and partly they are investing there in own districts and new districts also, really, because of the headquarters, they are also the infrastructure is also coming, new private the establishment coming, so they are also doing. So, but only thing is, we cannot stop the entire migration to Hyderabad city. You know, so migration is happening. People who have ambition to work in high-tech city, we can't stop. Even the state has taken also a lot of initiative to promote the districts. See, they have started IT towers in the old 10 districts. Some of them are already they occupied by the IT companies. For Warangal, like, you know, company district, you see the big companies are operating, 7 or 8 companies. One of them are very big company. So the government is initiating a lot of things and encouraging the big companies to go to tier 2 also. Some of them are going, and in near future, I think this COVID also helped for the work from home. I think that is also helping the tier 2 cities. Many people are going back to districts and working from there. I think, and new industrial estates are coming in many districts as a policy. Government is also encouraging new industries, and they also identified what are the industries we can encourage there. So that is there. Definitely improving, if you see, and infrastructure, the internal infrastructure, roads network also improved if you compare to last 2 decades and now. The road networking, the national highways or district highways have improved. The travel distance has become less. Every social infrastructure, it's coming. It's almost Hyderabad city. And if you go to any towns, there are knowledgeable people are there, educated people are there in every district. And even if I have seen and compared even the government of India, state government also, the salaries, government salaries also gone up. Even the school teachers are getting more than 1 lakh rupees. They are all the potential clients for the real estate. So an NRI fund is also another potential. So almost in Telangana, from every lane, if you see in every district, there are few NRIs. So their wish is they want to come back sometime, or they want to have some houses here. Even there is another thinking that they would like to have one house in their village also. That way villages also doing well. Pakka houses, villages also they are constructing in a big way. So money is there in the villages, money circulation is there, districts money circulation is there, not like olden days. So our government schemes are there, many government schemes which are going to the rural level, that money circulation. The economy is doing well, because of all the freebies and everything. I have seen during the COVID, the Andhra Pradesh state, the GST has gone up. because the direct transfers have done in various schemes. So they have spent, people are spending, they are not, the culture also changed. The people culture, but particularly southern India, particularly AP and Telangana, our culture is to saving, always save for the future generations, for future kids, That also changed now. That is also a big change. People are spending money now. The Western culture, living on in the future earnings, the EMI culture, as is very much there around India, in every state, in every city, that has made the citizen to, particular employees or business people to spend more and more on anything they like, they want to buy any new things, and even the restaurants in Hyderabad, if you go to, there are hundreds of restaurants are coming. Every restaurant is full. That means people, the habit has to change. At least once or twice or thrice in a week, families are going out. So that was never a concept earlier. Hardly people used to go once in 6 months or a year for a hotel, for a restaurant. But now it's the spending. People are spending. And districts are also flourishing now, I can say. Districts are flourishing. And many the states have the CREDAI chapters, the districts have CREDAI chapters across the country. There also, again, the discipline is there. People are well aware of what is happening globally. And the IGBC is also there. We are also going to the various districts. We are also promoting. So the professionalism has come into building industry. For a lot, 20 years, whatever the CREDAI, where I was as a part of it, we have inculcated the professionalism, and the RERA is in place. So that is also guiding. The banks also concerned about RERA. So everybody is concerned, even the purchasers also looking for the RERA. So the discipline is there. 20 years back, the discipline was not there. Now even small towns also, the discipline has come into the real estate sector. We are happy, whatever we envisaged 20 years back, our dream has come true. So that purpose only we established CREDAI those days. And every chapter of the CREDAI and everybody, every association is trying to contribute to bring in the discipline. Why I can only say, we in 2006, we have brought in out of the box building regulations in combined Andhra Pradesh. So from that day itself, we have our self-imposed RERA in our state, and we have imposed a license to developers. We have put one condition: 10% of the built-up space to be handed over to the local body, which will be returned when I get OC, occupant certificate. That was not there anywhere in India. And before that policy, hardly few people have taken OC, occupant certificate, in our state. But after when we put this clause, a self-enforcement clause, everybody is following that. If I don't get my OC, occupant certificate, I lose my license, I lose my 10%, I will be blacklisted. So this self-enforcement is working very well. Every professional developer sticking onto the sanction plan, delivering a quality product, title is perfect. This has made a huge impact in Hyderabad. The so-called, whatever you are seeing, the investments have started from that. Before that, no multinational company used to take the lease, even lease, not buying, because there are so many problems. They cannot take the deviated project. So they whatever they were expecting, every norms were fulfilled here with OC. That is the reason many companies, IT companies, or anybody, any multinational company, they are blindly purchasing in Hyderabad, because everything is clear here. Occupancy means perfect, clear title. So that has made many purchasers also to buy properties. No hassles. 20 years back, many hassles was there, many difficulties were there, many issues were there, title issues were there, deviations were there. Now today, it's a clean. Hyderabad properties are very clean, title is clear. That is the reason, not only land order, even owning a property is very easy in Hyderabad. So that is the reason we are getting investments across the globe, and our own citizens who are settled there also investing here. And many multinational companies or pan-India companies are coming to Hyderabad. So this is what industry also put lot of efforts in designing the policy. our own initiative is there. Government was kind enough, the NGOs were kind enough, the opposition leaders, and all the journalists, but everybody encouraged us. When we went to them, we have explained our issues, our problem. Everybody cooperated. That is the result of the evaluation of the policy for the last 20 years, from time to time. Now it's time tested. So our policy is well appreciated globally across the country. Our building bylaws are appreciated. There is a lot of scope for the creativity. All these buildings have come up out of that policy, So otherwise we used to construct only 5 floors. So the policy has made a sea change, Entire Hyderabad, we could able to put in the global map, and the second tall buildings in the country. That policy has made. The result of that policy is this efforts. We are very happy, and it will to support the tall buildings culture. I think government is putting a lot of effort to support the infrastructure. I feel some more efforts are required to strengthen the infrastructure to meet the density of the tall buildings. Some people criticize when we are going tall, so much of density is coming, you should restrict that. Some other states, cities are feeling bad, we don't have tall buildings. So the buildings, when we have tall buildings, the government should be very proactive and develop infrastructure. Support that, that ecosystem, whatever is going on. Don't stop it. That is my view. Government different people have different views, but other people are crying. We don't have that much of vibrant where Hyderabad has. So we should continue that vibrant city, Hyderabad city growth, and we can become a global city. And people should forget cities like Singapore and Manhattan. I'm happy when people come to Tea Hub for a dinner in Tea Hub, and then they sit in the balcony and see the entire surrounding. They feel that most of the NRIs feel whether we are sitting in Manhattan and Hyderabad, So that is the way the skyline is improved in Hyderabad. There are even some of the parent organizations who are situated in America. When they come to their offices here, they are jealous of our establishments here, because these buildings are much better than their own headquarters. So that is advanced construction and technology we are utilizing in Hyderabad and growing very fast. I hope the Hyderabad will again and again grow many folds, and also maintain the sustainability, greenery, and the water bodies. Definitely, we as an association, as IGBC, support sustainability in a big way. All that to support developers, also government departments. I hope this also city also become known in future for more and more and sustainability, particularly IGBC point of view. Thank you.
Well, surely the future of real estate looks promising, and there are abundant of opportunities on the way. Thank you for joining us today, sir. Your insightful conversation has helped us understand the future and the present landscape of real estate.